So today is Tuesday, July the 2nd. The time is 20 to 2 in the afternoon. I am on my way back up to the hospital for the third time in today's events. Today the wife is going for an elective but not very pleasurable surgery, if you will. I'm not going to go into the fine details of what's going on, but just know that it's something for her better health that's met with anguish and mixed emotions from everybody who matters. The camera might be a little bit shaky because I'm trying to drive, focusing, concentrating on the road. But I have faith and confidence and high hopes that she's in good hands. From the brief encounter that I've had with the medical staff, they seem to know what they're doing, but as with any profession, you can put on a good facade and really not know what the hell you're doing. I don't think that's the case with the service professionals that are in the care of my wife. Licking County Memorial Hospital, Newark, Ohio. A little bit of a ramble, I know. Just trying to fill the time, ease the void with something to keep me from going crazy. I can't eat. I tried to go eat lunch, and what I paid for was basically completely wasted. My stomach is tied up in knots. I'm nervous. It's just a very stressful day. If you who are watching this right now have never undergone, either from a patient standpoint or from a loved one standpoint, if you've never undergone a major surgery, then you can't comprehend what I'm trying to express. Those of you who have, you know, the nerves are on edge, your emotions are running off the charts.
Figure Death Punch, blue on black. You ever drive and then like you arrive at your destination and you're like, wait, I don't even remember driving at all. I mean, that happens to me when I go to work every morning. I'm like, okay, let's kind of zone out and get there. They say that about a quarter of all drivers are doing this. Zombie drivers are called zombie drivers. They're everywhere and they're just driving around mindlessly. Okay, now this doesn't happen to me nearly enough though. I wish this happened. Get in your car, you zone out, you arrive, and you're like, oh, how did I get here? But, I mean, as a zombie driver, though, don't ask me why there's an empty car seat in the back, okay? Zombies get hungry.
104.7 rocks.
Licking County weather on the Big Lick.
Possibility of some rain and storms this afternoon, otherwise partly sunny. It's humid when out there. A high of 91. Possibility of rain and storms through the overnight tonight, dropping down to 71. And expect rain and storms tomorrow morning, otherwise partly sunny.
This is John. Outside in the parking lot, yeah. Alright, on the way up. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so I just got the call. It was pretty damn good timing. I pulled in, got parked, and was gathering my thoughts, and I got the call. So she's out of surgery. It is 1:48, so let's say 1:45 to keep nice round numbers. And now I'm gonna head up and meet with the doctor and get the post-surgical consult. More in a minute. So got the call in the doctor consult room, waiting for him to come in and let us know how things went. I'm just going to throw a guess out and say that everything was fine, because there were no long faces from the staff when I walked in. At least that's my hopes. I don't know how much of this I'm going to actually be able to record, but I'm going to set it on the table and just let it run. And after everything's done, we'll do some editing. More in a minute.
Just got done. Everything went well.
Okay.
She did well. She's going to go to recovery here. Probably be back there about an hour, and then they'll move her to the room that she'll be in.
Okay.
And so usually that's when family can go up.
All right. So back out to the waiting room for another hour.
Yeah, roughly.
All right.
Okay.
No
But
complications.
everything went very well.
Good deal.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
I'll get the door for you here.
Thanks.
Okay?
That was short but sweet. No complications. Everything went well, as expected. Now it's back out to the waiting room for another hour. And once that's done, then we'll go to the room. See ya. Okay. Sitting in the waiting room, listening to some social media, and got the call that she's in room 539. On the way now to go there to see her. Should be just another day in the life, but it is not. Take a moment just to pause and see a little bit of the niceness that life has to offer us. So folks, it's amazing what change of weather can do in an instant. 1 minute skies are blue, clouds are fluffy, birds are chirping, and then the next minute this happens. It's crazy. Shit, gotta clean my lens. Does it look better? Can't tell. So as you can see, according to the radar, the heavy stuff's not even here yet. But it sure does look nasty out here. I would not be surprised if there's some trees down, maybe some power outage, may even be some small hail from this. I know one thing, I'm not looking forward to taking my grandson home tonight, because I gotta drive in this crap. And it'll be here in the thick of it as we're in the vehicle. Wish me luck. So for a small period of time while the wife has been away, it has been my responsibility to kind of keep the house going. It didn't burn down, so I think I've done a hell of a job. One of the tasks that has befallen me has been to make dinner for tonight and for tomorrow night. Tonight's dinner was chili, and not having tasted it yet, I can say that it smells like chili and that it looks like chili, but will it taste like chili? That, ladies and gentlemen, that is the golden question. Do I go bravely and get a complete bowl? Or do I stop at 2 scoops, give the waters a little test? Yeah, I think I stop at 2 scoops. Test the water, so to speak, see how it goes. As I said, it looks good, smells good. Now, if I take a bite of this and it's just ass nasty, ignore what I do next. Besides it being hot, actually pretty damn good. Yeah. It'll pass. It'll keep us alive until the next meal. So I sit and reflect on all that has happened today. A year ago, my wife and myself and our 2 younger children traveled to Tennessee for a few different reasons, one of which was the 4th of July holiday. Another reason that we visited Tennessee was my father, on June the 30th, had a heart attack, and he was in the hospital. Not knowing what the future would hold at that point in time, we decided it would be prudent for us to go down home to Tennessee, because that might be the last time that we got to see him, which was not the case, as it turns out. He's still with us. He's too ornery and cantankerous, and he's too much of an asshole to go away, so maybe that's a good thing. Love you, Dad. But here it is a year later, and back in the hospital setting again. Different reasons this time. The wife recently had some issues with her lady parts, and upon consultations and a few doctor's appointments, it was decided by all parties involved that the best course of action would be that she would get a surgery, hysterectomy, and preventative steps to try and alleviate some female issues from rearing its ugly head. Surgery was today. Surgery was successful. She made it through without complications or post-surgical issues. She's not up and fully ambulatory yet, as to be expected from an actual major surgery, but she is moving. She's able to get out of bed to go to the bathroom. Her spirits are good, and it seems that her post-surgery schedule is going ahead of plan. She's doing extremely well, considering. So today's been a physical and spiritual and emotional roller coaster for me. A lot of stress was on my shoulders, unduly, but didn't know that at the time. Again, seeing that 4th of July holiday time frame has just not been a very fun one for my camp these last few years. But let's not take away from a bad, maybe bad isn't a word that I need to use, maybe an unpleasant, that's more apt. An unpleasant time frame for me should not detract from the reason for the season, so to speak. That season being Independence Day, the 4th of July. Let's remember the reason for the season, and that's to celebrate our independence from, an oppressive government that we got away from in the year 1776. It has been 243 years now. 243 years. That's quite a time frame. What we've done between now to then, a lot of stuff's changed. But the reason is still the same. Celebrating your independence. Let's not forget that this time of year. If you have your freedom and your independence, thank a veteran. Without them, none of us would be here right now. They fight for your freedom. They died for your freedom. They died for that independence. So remember that. Thank a veteran. It's important. See you when I see you. This side or the next.